This video sponsored by Meeple Movers. No minimum order, no subscriptions. Free shipping on every item, every day. At meeplemovers.com.
Hello and welcome to Brian's God Game. I'm Brian, this is my dad, and today we're going to do each of our top 10s from GenCon. So these are all
for GenCon.
For GenCon.
GenCon is in 1 week.
Yes.
We're super excited.
But we are not going to be there. So, yes.
But we can still make a video, right?
Yeah. So these are each of our top 10s.
So we looked at the BGG preview list, shrunk that down to 30.
Yep.
And then we are going to draft from those to come up with 20.
Yeah.
Your 10, my 10.
Yep. All right, so you can pick your number 1 first.
My number 1 or my number 10?
Let's do number 10 then.
Number 10?
10. We'll go down.
Okay, so there's 20 here.
Number 10.
Number 10. What should I take? Number 10. Number 10. I'm going to pick this one. Since it's a draft.
Okay.
I will draft Sports Dice Football.
Okay.
So last year we really enjoyed playing Sports Dice Baseball. We recently did a review, so when I saw football, I thought, hey, that's cool. I like football better. So I believe this is the same thing. You each roll dice. There's like offense and a defense. Except you march down the football field. So I'm interested in seeing that one. So
all right,
that's my number 10.
Sports Dice Football by Funwiz.
Funwiz, yep.
My number 10. Number 10. I'm gonna take if I can get it up, Word Slam Family by Kosmos. So it's Word Slam. They've already
came out last year.
Came out last year. So it's Word Slam. So it's condensed. So there's less stuff in the box. It's more compact, is what they said, and more especially family friendly words. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like a word game, right?
Yeah.
Like you're kind of trying to describe the word on the card without saying the word on the card.
The word.
Yeah, the original one was like their big square box. So maybe that's...
this one's skinnier, I think.
Half the size. Do they have... I don't know what kind of a size box they have.
Yeah.
That fits that, but...
Oh, well.
Cool. Yeah.
So, Word Slam. Family.
Family edition.
Cosmos.
Okay, my number 9.
Number 9.
What should I take? Number 9. Battle of the Bards. So this one, there's not a whole lot of details. I actually saw a tweet from Junk Spirit about this one a few weeks ago. The artwork is still by Justin Hillgrove, so that's cool. He's the one that did all of their other games. By Order of the Queen, Tyler Sigmund's Crows. And
which actually was on this list.
Yes, that is also another release.
Yeah,
and then Junk... what's the other Junk one? Their first game.
Their first game.
So, Justin Hillgrove's artwork, I'm excited to see that one. It's in the world of Tessendor, same little animals and imps and things. There'll be a demo for copy there, because this actually is a 2019 release. But I do like music. I like listening to music and bands, so Battle of the Bards. Go check that one out at Junk Spirit Games.
All right, so my number 9. That's a different game. Sword Crafters by Adam's Apple Games.
Ow.
So, Adam's Apple.
I've never heard of them. Was this kickstarted?
I don't know. It might have been. They've got a pretty cool cover art. So you are building a sword out of these little tiles that you have. They've got little pieces cut out like you'd make a stand. Kind of like they get little pieces and you make a little stand. But now you have a little hilt and you're stacking them and it gets taller and taller and taller. And then you have a big sword.
Oh, so it's like a real...
Yeah.
Like you're building a physical thing?
Yeah, so it's kind of like you're sliding the pieces on the sides and then sliding it again and again.
Say, I have the power.
Yeah, like that. Oh. So then you have a giant sword.
You're not old enough.
No, I don't. And then it's I split you choose, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So
that's your new favorite mechanic?
There's going to be a lot of I split you chooses in my choices today.
Awesome. Well, that one did look cool. 9. That one looked unique. So my number 8 is... I'm going to take this one, Morn Quest. So this one was recently on Kickstarter.
Yes.
It has a cool Irish theme.
Okay.
I just got back from Ireland. And so I actually went and looked for this guy. So it's based on a novel, kind of a kid's novel. And I couldn't find it, which I was very sad. But it's a co-op. I like co-ops. And this one did really well.
Okay.
And it looked cool on Kickstarter, so I want to definitely check out that one. It's Morn Quest by Backspindle Games.
Ooh, never heard of them either.
New Kids on the Block.
8. Let's see.
Don't take mine.
I'm gonna take this one over here. Ooh. First one. So this is Good Critters by Arcane Wonders. So it's also I Split You Choose. So I picked all these games, and then doing some more research on them, they're all I Split You Choose games. So it really sounds really cool. So you're divvying up the loot, kind of catching guns like, but it's you split it, and then the other people choose whether to take the split or to put somebody else in charge and to resplit it, and then you continue splitting, and then at the end, the person who has the most money, and then the box cover looks up. The art looks kind of cool too.
It's kind of like a noir, like you're in a mobster. It kind of looked. It sounded to me kind of like Sheriff of Nottingham, which Arcane Wonders does too. But
no.
So, but this one, well, I mean, it's like you have the sheriff, right, and everybody's trying to bribe him. But this one, you have the boss, and he's trying to make sure that everybody gets paid. But but he also wants to get paid. Yeah. So. Interesting.
Right,
okay,
number 7.
My number 7. I'm going to pick this one, Forbidden Sky.
They're down there. Can't see them.
So this is by Game Right, and of course Matt Leacock. So in this game, this is the third game in the Forbidden series.
You can't see them. They're down here, desert and island.
We do.
They're down there. Trust me.
Our awesome tins, because we love tins. Not really. So this one's the third one in the line of the Forbidden games, and you're connecting circuits. It's co-op, obviously, and you're trying to connect the circuits to launch the rocket and get off this, I guess, floating station in the sky.
Cool.
Before you all fall off and die. So I'm anxious.
Fall off and die.
I'm anxious to see if this one lives up to a lot of the hype, because it's, following some great Forbidden games, and it's got Matt Leacock on there, so I'm excited to see that one. That's my number 7.
All right, my number 7. So, that one looks cool. I'm gonna take this one. It's Spymaster by Calliope Games. So, I did some research on this. There's a lot of. No, that's a different game. Never mind. It's a different game later in the.
So many games.
Yes, there's so many games. So I first saw it. It was you are taking your meeples and you're moving around, and I was like, Fairy Tile by Yellow. You're moving these things around. Other people.
Completing a story or something.
So it's also I Split You Choose.
That's 3 in a row.
They're divvying out intelligence cards to move your guys, and then you're moving your guys around, trying to get them into position, but other people can move them out, and you're trying to do these missions, but having your guys in the areas that they're controlling. Spymaster by Calliope.
Okay. Cool.
What's my next one going to be? Better be I Split You
What
Choose.
do we got left yet? Here, put these here so we can see them. So number 6, right? We're on 6. I'm going to take Awakening Layer.
Oh yeah, that one looked cool.
By Rather Dashing. It does have a cool box. There's menacing eyes on it.
It's really cool box.
So again, this one's co-op. So maybe the theme of my games is co-op this year.
You've got co-op, and I've got I Split You Choose.
This one is kind of a cooperative dungeon delve. So when I was reading this one and kind of doing some research, it sounded cool because you pick your character.
That's cool.
And kind of like a D&D character and a class. Your weapons only have positive effects with that certain class. And then you kind of jump down and go into the dungeon, and you together are trying to defeat the big bad boss down at the bottom. And the artwork looks super cool.
Awesome.
So you got your elves and your halflings and your thieves and all that cool, good stuff. So Rather Dashing, Awakening Layer.
All right, my number 6. I'm going to take Scarabya. I think that's how you say it. So it's kind of got.
Who's that by?
It's by Blue Orange. So
we have a lot of Blue Orange games in here.
Yeah. The art on all of the Blue Orange games are awesome. I'm just gonna go straight forward and say this: all of the Blue Orange art, all of their latest games are awesome art. We've got one over there. We have one here, Kingdomino expansion, and we have Scarabya. And there are some other.
That's by Bruno and Ludwig.
Yes, it's Bruno and Ludwig Mablanc. So awesome designers on this one too. I've just been going on about this. So I saw it and I was like, oh, it's actually a good Lost Cities. I absolutely hate Lost Cities. So actually more...
I thought you said it was like patchwork.
But actually, so I went more into it, and it's like patchwork. So you have a deck of cards, and you flip one over, and it gives you a shape of a piece, and you have to take that piece and put it on. And then you're trying to enclose these scarabs, golden scarabs, into little sections of 1 through 4. But if there's 5, then you don't score any.
Oh, so you're trying to make a big area enclosure?
No, here's the little area. They're small.
I know, but like
There's a whole bunch of them.
4 is the max.
Yeah.
5 is no good.
Yeah. So you're kind of enclosing them, and then you're getting points for how many there are, and then you do that in 4 different locations. They're simultaneously done.
Oh, so everybody's playing on their own thing?
Yep. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it's kind of like a sped up version of Mexico.
Actually, I could be wrong, but something like that.
Okay, cool.
Lure.
Number 5. I think I'm gonna grab this one over here. So this one is War Chest by AEG. At first, when I saw this one, I thought it was like a 2-player, war game. But it comes in this cool little box. It looks like a chest, but it actually plays up to 4. So there's kind of it's an area control game for 2 to 4 players, and it's bag building. There seem to be a lot of those this year. Bag building, I split you choose, seem to be hot. So this one's bag building, and they have really cool coins in this game. So you are putting them in your bag, you're pulling them out, and then placing them on the board, trying to gain area control.
All right.
So that's the newest one from AEG.
Okay. So my next game is an I Split. No, it's not. You know what? We should have done like an I Split You Choose instead of a draft.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe we should do that next time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So we've got 8-Bit Box by Yellow. So we saw this. They released it around April 1st, and we thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I did.
So it's not a joke. It's going to be a box, and it is. They explained it. It's a video game console, and it's going to come with 3 games, and then they could release more later. It comes with a console and a whole bunch of these little dialed controllers, up, down, numbers, and then it has some symbols, like your PlayStation or Xbox controller, kind of. So it has 3
8-bit Nintendo controller.
8-bit Nintendo controller. Either way. So 3 different games. It says influenced by classic old school video games. So the first one is Pixoid. It's Pac-Man.
Oh yeah.
So
he's a cube instead of a sphere.
Yes. So one guy is running around, and then the other 3 guys are trying to chase him and take him down. So the second one
guy's running around trying to take out the other 3.
No.
So inverse Pac-Man.
No. Oh. There's 3 guys trying to take down the one. I think is what it is.
Okay, so then that is like Pac-Man.
Well, I don't know. You confused me. I don't know anymore. All right, so I spent too long on that. The second one is Stadium. So it's a you have a Game Boy, like an old, original Game Boy, and there's this game called Track and Field.
It's Track and Field.
So I think that's kind of what it's like.
But this one looked like like you're not doing like the long jump.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's stuff on there.
You're running around the track. I think it's more of a racing game.
Okay. Well, the third game is actually a racing game. It's called Outspeed. I don't know what it's based on. If you guys do, tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
So I'm really kind of intrigued by this game by Yellow. Excited to see what they're gonna put out in the next games. So 8-Bit Box by Yellow.
Okay, we're getting down here. 4, my number 4. Here we go. Let's save those for later. Rise of Tribes by Breaking Game. So this one, the artwork just looked awesome.
It does.
It was a Kickstarter last year, I believe. And so I saw it, followed along, but didn't pull the trigger. But it is now out. It's developed and shipped, and so they are selling this at GenCon. It has a modular board, variable player powers, yada yada, all that cool good stuff. And so you have a tribe, and this is like prehistory time, right? And so you're using your actions and trying to build up your civilization and kind of outsmart the other civilizations. So every game should be different because of the modular board and player powers. So,
that's awesome. All right, so this is the one I said where I searched for it, and there were a million games with the same title. Treasure Island by Matagor. So I had to go in. There's so many games. I had to go into the advanced settings, type in 2018 to find it. We actually met with... so the video on Board Game Geek that I watched was done by a lady that we met from Surfing People.
Nikki, yeah.
She was at BGG Spring, and we talked to her, and she kind of did the thing on this. So when I first saw it, I was thinking Bluffing Enchanted Tower. There. So it...
Because it's 1 against many?
Yeah, but it is actually kind of like that. I was actually kind of close. So you're going to go find the treasure. So Long John Silver has selected a spot on this map. He puts he has a little thing in front of him, and I think the other players have one too. And you're going around trying to find where the treasure is. He's giving them clues where it is, but he has two things that he says are lies. But you don't know which ones they are.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so they're trying to find it, and then after they've got like a little day track that they're going around, and once it gets down to the day, Long John escapes, and then from the prison he's being held, and they're asking him questions, and he beelines for the treasure, and whoever gets to the treasure first wins. And that's Treasure Island by Matagor.
Interesting artwork. It must be like the original book. It looks a little bit different than a lot of art coming out for board games nowadays.
All right.
Okay, getting down here. My number 3. These are all really good, and they all look awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for an expansion and take this before you do. Kingdomino, Age of Giants. So Kingdomino did really well. Queendomino did really well. So of course they got to make an expansion.
All right.
So this one comes with giant token. So if you draft a tile that has a giant token on it, then you have to take a giant and put him on one of your crowns.
And is he bad?
Yes. So he covers up a crown.
Oh.
So it really reduces your multiplier there.
Yeah.
But if later you draft a tile that has footprints on it, then the giant moves, and you can then place him on somebody else's.
Oh, that's
kingdom.
good.
So a little bit of take that.
That's awesome.
And kind of mess your neighbor in Kingdomino. So, and then probably the coolest thing is now 5 players.
5 players.
For
So
those
it adds
of you
another
who
player.
have 4 friends.
All right. So I'm going to mix things up a little bit, and I'm going to take this. So my number 3 is Haunt the House by Kids Table Board Gaming. So this was last GenCon.
Yeah, they had a demo.
Yeah,
there.
they had a demo. No, they was just in the back.
Or a prototype.
I don't remember, but I don't think they ever brought it out. But it was in the back, and they kind of showed me how to play. Just a quick go over. So we actually own this game, and it is very, very awesome. So I actually haven't played it that often, but that much. But I need to play it some more.
You played it today, right?
I did play it today. You have a hand of cards, and then you're playing them face up on top or face down at the bottom. It's very ingenious. It's very, very cool how this all works out. When you play one underneath, if you have one that helps, you get a point later when it's revealed, and on top, it just gives people information, but you also get to do a really cool action. And then you're trying to meet the requirements on the guys, and then you flip them all over, and if it makes it, then you get the card, and it has like a set collection aspect. So it's really awesome. So Haunt the House by Kids Table Board Gaming.
Well, my number 2, since we just talked about Kids Table,
Yeah.
let's keep it going.
All right.
Wreck Raiders, also by Kids Table. So this one just finished an amazing Kickstarter campaign. In the last 2 days, they earned like $20,000. Like, it was insane.
Dang.
And they added all these stretch goals. It's going to be jam-packed with goodies. The artwork and the production on this one look phenomenal. Just like all of the Haunt the House is exactly the same. I'm super excited that they will have this one there to demo.
All right.
And it has a cool theme. I like undersea things, I guess.
Okay.
We don't have that many undersea games. No. It's not, it's a little bit piratey, but not like piratey.
Yeah.
It's more, what's that? Key Largo.
Yeah, Key Largo.
So it's kind of got like a, you're going down trying to search for treasure theme, not so much
I don't want to play Key Largo.
peg leg eye patch type theme.
Yeah.
So that's Wreck Raiders. Look for that one very soon as well.
All right. So my number 2 is going to be Downforce, Danger Circuit by Restoration Games. So it's an expansion for Downforce. And so it adds some new powers. So there's 6 of them. 6 new powers to do different things. There's 2 new tracks. So another double-sided board. One of them, Switchback Pass and Dangerous Spaces. So you can pass through spaces to pass other cards, but they could fall off the space, or I don't know exactly. And then there's another one where 2 crossover loops, so it's like a figure 8. And you could cut people off from behind or in front. So it's going to be figure 8.
Okay, well, yeah, I get that one. That one's kind of cool. You can block people. So
Yeah.
people in last place can...
Yeah, the wording on the other one's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so while I was reading it, so it's kind of just like Formula D, right? Like you're going, like you have...
I didn't play that.
When you're going around a corner, you
Yeah.
have to stop so many times in a corner. So this is like you can move through a space, but only to pass. So like it's like the opposite. Like
Oh, but may not end their turn.
you can't
Okay, that makes
stop
sense. That
from
can make sense.
You can only
Okay.
pass.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It mixes it up a
Okay,
little bit.
that makes more sense now that you explained that. All right.
That is cool, and I'm excited for that one too.
Yeah.
All right, we're down to 2. Drum roll. I'm going to take this one. So this is
Alright.
Blue Lagoon by Blue Orange Games. This is a Reiner Knizia game. Again,
Alright.
it looks awesome. The artwork is just very well done with the Blue Orange Games. And it looks like it's just a very simple, elegant design, which much of Reiner's games are.
Yeah.
He's a mathematician, and I'm sure he's calculated it all out. And it's set collection with kind of a, I guess, islander theme. So you're in the South Pacific. There's a bunch of islands all over the board, and you're doing
Polynesians.
set collection. Yep. So that's my number 1 game that I would like to go see if I were going to Gen Con. All of these are really good games, but that's the one I'm most interested about.
So my number 1. No, I'm gonna take this one here. So this is Jetpack Joyride by Lucky Duck Games. So I have another video game one in here.
Yeah, you're going all video games. The board game based on a video game based on a board game.
They need to make a Ratchet and Clank game. All right.
Yeah, we should call up
Yes.
Lucky Duck.
All right. So it's a real-time puzzle game. So it's not like a timed. What it is that there's a big pile of these Tetris style pieces, and you all players are simultaneously grabbing the pieces and putting them on the board. Their board that they have, and they're navigating over the lasers, underneath the zappers, collecting coins, and so on. They're going through and trying to fulfill their missions. Once they reach the end, one player says they've escaped, and then they all score, and then you play, I don't remember, three runs, and then the player with the most points wins.
Yeah, I've only played we do have this one. I
Yeah.
played it a couple of times. It also just finished no, it's got a few days left.
Yeah.
It's got a few days left in Kickstarter, but they are also knocking out tons of stretch goals.
Yeah. So those are our top 10s.
Go play them for us.
Yes.
Tweet and tag us. Take pictures. Tell us all about them, because we wish we were going.
Yeah, we
but
wish we could go to Gen Con this year.
It'll be the first time in 3 years.
Yeah.
We will not be there.
So that's it. So thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Listen to tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian's my dad. See you next time.